Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Swahili Sunday and happy daylight savings time. We sprung forward, so this may seem like 8 o'clock because it kind of does seem like 8 o'clock because it normally would be. But I just wanted to pop in for a peaceful Sunday and first say that I am continually daily praying for the people of Ukraine and that situation, that evil stops and that there's a ceasefire. I've been on some calls with some pastors over there, and it's a pretty dire situation. So I've been keeping them in my prayers and praying that situation stops and alleviates, praying for God's intervention there. And we have this morning little crazy paws out here on her bench. So I wanted to talk this morning a little bit about the importance of having a sanctuary space. Now, this is my sanctuary space, and I'm kind of casual today because I am getting ready to redo this. You see my, both of my chairs are like this. I actually sat in the other one the other day and kind of went back, and I was like, the whole thing had fallen apart. This is about 10 years old. Maybe 9 years old, and it needed to be replaced last year, but I let it go another year, and yeah, this is, I'm lucky that the seat is still okay, but this is all falling apart, so I'm going to be redoing that this weekend, well today, and I took tomorrow off for my job to redo that, but I just wanted to this is my sanctuary space. I call it my garden sanctuary because I like to come out here and just have some quiet time. I do a lot of my prayer and Bible study out here. Obviously during winter when it's colder, I've been inside doing that, but now that spring is coming, it's some of the flowers are starting to bloom. You can probably see a little bit over there. The roses are blooming, and my grapevine is starting to sprout here, and I had planted some seeds, but I don't know if they're growing yet, but things are starting to grow and starting to to get some more color in the garden. But it's an important thing to do, to have yourself a space. Maybe you don't have a garden space like this. In my neighborhood here, actually, there's a lot of townhomes and condos in here, and apartments, I guess. And so some have balconies, some don't, but there's a neighborhood garden here. And there's a lot of communities that have those where people have their own little spot. I don't know how you get into that. I always walk by it when I take in to go for a walk. It's a really nice place just to look at because everybody has their own little space and they've set it up nicely. Some people have chairs there, and I guess they go sit over there. That's kind of their sanctuary space. But that's an idea if you don't have a space like this to do something. Or if you don't even have that, maybe go to a park, go to someplace. We have lots of places to go by the water here that are really nice. And I like to go when Indigo's in heat right now. And I'm waited for her first heat before getting her fixed because at the suggestion of the vet because of her breed. So I'll wait a couple of months, probably after I come back from Kenya. And that'll happen. So we can't go to the dog park and we can't go to the dog beach, which I'm taking her on long walks, but it's really not enough at all. Not enough. But the importance of having a sanctuary space is, I don't see the thing where I can put the, Imani is faith, Amani is peace in Swahili. Amani, you need to have a place to get some peace in your life, especially with everything that's going on in the world and right here. I mean, I don't know how it is where you live, but there's a lot of crime. I just saw something on the Nextdoor app where somebody had somebody threw a sledgehammer in their windshield And then another person had their catalytic converter stolen. There's been a couple in the complex on the other side where 2 different times catalytic converters were stolen. You hear about people getting in fights, or people robbing, or people stealing, or just all the crazy stuff. If you pay a lot of attention to the news, you can get caught up in that, which I don't. I work on not listening to a lot of news. I just kind of look to see what's going on, and then try not to get on that stuff, because it can get into your beingness. But then there are things that stress you out, like my corporate job that I work. We just got we didn't just January 1st we got a new system, and really still it's very hard. Nobody knows how to use it. We're all struggling with it. It's very frustrating when you can't get your job done efficiently. And I've learned how to use the system, but now instead of something that took 2 steps, it takes about 7 steps to do, and it makes no logical sense. I can't lean back. I want to lean back. I can't lean back because I'm going to fall through. It makes no logical sense. So that's causing stress and frustration. And like yesterday, we had our second Saturday event. It was very windy, and I bought a new tent. Great, need a new tent because my other one had some things break off of it. So I got it's a one-touch tent. It's really cool, where you go in the middle and you just push it and it spreads out, so you don't have to. And then also it's just easy. You click it and pull it down. So instead of having to go around each end, if you've ever put up a canopy tent, instead of having to go around and unclick each thing, you just unclick it in the middle. I was surprised. I did. I unclicked it, and I'm like, and just started pulling, and it just closed, and it closed so easily. And the same thing with putting it up. You just go under there and push it, and it locks in place, and then you just put the legs up. It's a lot easier. But the photo showed I got sidewalls, because there's a lot of times the sun comes in and I want to block the sun, and that was a disaster because the sidewalls have windows, but the sidewalls in the picture showed that they didn't have windows, and that's why I got it, because I don't want sidewalls with windows with the sun coming in. I wanted to block the sun. So I attempted to use the front door thing. It was 2 panels with a zipper in the middle, and it was so windy it just didn't work right, because it wasn't designed to be a sidewall. It was designed to be on the front, so you can open it and close it or whatever. And the dog is eating grass. She's down here. At least she's not digging. But that frustrated me, and thankfully there was somebody doing a chair massage, and she'd been there before, so I got one, and I got really relaxed. And a lot of people think that massage is just a frivolous thing. It's really good for your body to remove that stuff and release that stuff. But having a space to go to where you can just sit and detach. A lot of times I'll leave my phone inside and come out here and not even look at the phone, or if I'm expecting a call, I'll just put it face down so I don't even look at it, and just have some time to tune out and not pay attention to all that stuff, because it just affects you in such a deep way. So you need to have a space that you can go to. And right now my garden sanctuary is a bit of a mess. I have stuff kind of all over the place, because I'm getting ready to get rid of this furniture. I looked into having it restrung, but there's not really anybody local that does that. And I mean, I might save it and use it somehow as a display item for a store one day. I might be able to do that, put a shelf across it or something, but I'd have to take all this wicker off, because it's just breaking off, and you know, it's all brittle thing. Lasted 9 years, which is a good thing. But the reason I'm kind of redoing it is to kind of give it a new, fresh, obviously getting some new furniture, but give it a new, fresh look, because I expect, with the way the prices are rising and stuff, I'll be wanting to spend a little more time at home. So I'm blessed to have this kind of a space. If you don't have a space like this, uh, like I said, look in your area and see if there's a community garden. That's always fun to do. Or if you have a park, go for a walk, go somewhere to get away and put your phone away. Like I was out walking Indigo today because like I said, she's in heat. We can't go to the dog park, so I have to take her on some long walks. It's still not enough. She ran after a squirrel and tried to go up the tree, and I didn't have a hold of the leash, and she realized she wasn't on the leash, and she started running. I'm like, oh no, I know you want to run. I'm sorry you can't. Um, but there were people walking with their face in their phone. Like you're not even enjoying what you're seeing because your face is in your phone. You got to detach from this device or all devices and take some time to just be and just, what do we do before we had these things? These things can be very addicting, always looking and seeing what's going on. I mean, I'm running a business with the baskets and beads, and oftentimes I want to see how how posts are reacting. And um, yeah, many of you know when I shared that my ad account got hacked. Well, when my Facebook ad account got hacked, the business manager, they deleted me from the business manager. They took over my page, and so I couldn't even see the business manager. I lost all of that, and people said, "Oh, you've lost that for good." But thankfully, I found somebody who at Facebook got it back, got my page back, got my business account back, removed all the people. They had charged $600 to um, my my American Express card for ad spend. Like right after my ads ended, they hit it and charged it. I saw this thing saying all these people were admin, and I didn't have any access. I was removed as an admin from everything. So and then I couldn't even see the business manager, the ad account that they had taken over. So thankfully I got all that back. But on top of that, the Instagram account had been removed, and I was forbidden from having my Shopify store connected to that. So I had to appeal that. I appealed it once, nothing happened. Had to wait a little while, and I guess until stuff took hold or whatever, and I just appealed it again, and now I'm finally, my Shopify store is reconnected. I mean, what that did was that uh, kept me from being able to, when I post on Instagram, tag my Shopify store with the products that I was promoting. So now I can do that again. And that's stressful. So you got to take, I'm always like looking at that and trying to do some kind of work with that around my corporate job. And it's hard, and I'm tired a lot. So coming out here, taking the time to have a uh, garden sanctuary spot that I can come and sit in and just detach and breathe. I've ordered a new kind of lounge chair, and I'm looking forward to it because I'd like to come and lay out here and just rest and just tune the world out and leave this device alone. Hey, 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 excuse me, psychopause. Indigo, leave it. That's a pillow. That was a pillow that went with one of these chairs. Now that she thinks every pillow is a chew toy. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. If you had, I'd love to hear what your sanctuary space is. Hey, leave it. And if you have a picture of it, I'd love to see a picture of it. I'm going to post the before and after here, what I'm doing, and what it looks like before, what it looks like after, and then just enjoy it. I took tomorrow off because my son's coming to help me, and it's going to be really nice. One last thing, I always talk in negotiation about asking for exactly what you want, and I do need your help. If you can donate $20 or even just $5, $100, whatever you can donate, $50. People have donated all kinds of amounts to the fundraiser for my trip to Kenya. I've raised, it shows on the site, $1,300. I've raised some more in cash, probably about $400 or $500. I've got a long way to go to reach 15,000. So I'm going to be reaching out to people individually and asking for a donation, and would appreciate your support if you can donate any amount, even $5. $5 will help one child get some medicine, and we're planning on doing a mobile medical clinic. So would appreciate your support there if you can actually see your way to support it. So appreciate that. If you are a praying person, please pray for the success of that fundraiser and continue prayers for the people in Ukraine. All right, time for me to get to work, and I will see you all soon. Have a great day. Nakupenda.